On a freezing night in February 1959, 9 experienced hikers ran into the darkness of the Russian mountains. They left their tent behind, they left their boots behind, and they cut the tent open from the inside. None of them survived. To this day, no one truly knows what happened on that mountain. The group was young, disciplined, and highly trained. They were students from the Ural Polytechnic Institute, led by a 23-year-old named Igor Dyatlov. They had completed difficult expeditions before. They understood the mountains. They respected the cold. This trip was meant to be challenging but not deadly. On February 1st, they set up their tent on the slope of a mountain known as Kholat Syakhl, a name that translates to Mountain of the Dead. That night, temperatures dropped below -30 degrees Celsius. The wind howled across the empty snowfields. The world outside the tent was silent, frozen, and endless. Sometime during the night, something changed. For reasons still unknown, the hikers cut their way out of the tent from the inside. They didn't unzip it. They didn't calmly exit. They sliced through the fabric and fled into the darkness. Search teams later found the campsite weeks after the group failed to return. The tent was still partially standing. It had been cut open from within. Footprints led away from the tent. Strangely, the prints suggested that the hikers were not running. They appeared to have walked away in an orderly manner, barefoot or wearing only socks. The first 2 bodies were discovered near a tree at the edge of the forest. They were barefoot, wearing only underwear. Their hands were torn and bruised, as if they had tried to climb the tree in desperation. 3 more bodies were found between the tree and the tent. They appeared to have been attempting to return to the camp when they collapsed and froze. Months later, the final 4 were discovered under deep snow in a ravine. Their injuries were far more disturbing. One woman was missing her tongue. Another hiker had severe chest fractures. One skull was crushed with immense force. Yet there were no external wounds consistent with a violent attack. Medical reports described the trauma as comparable to a car crash. But there were no vehicles, no signs of struggle, no evidence of another group in the area. Over the decades, countless theories have emerged: an avalanche, secret Soviet military weapons testing, infrasound-induced panic, a government cover-up. Some even suggested something not entirely human. In 2019, Russian authorities officially concluded that an avalanche caused the tragedy. Case closed. But many investigators remain unconvinced, because avalanches do not explain every injury. They do not explain the missing tongue. They do not explain why experienced hikers would leave safety for certain death. Sometimes, history leaves behind more questions than answers. And sometimes, the truth remains buried beneath the snow. Welcome to Midnight Archives.